Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new episode of the Barilla Show podcast. I'm your lovely host, Marco Barilla, and we have some guests in the house today, some recurring faces. We have my good friends, Emily and Garrett. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
I think I need to interject real quick. When you
Mhm.
said Marco Barilla, I was so convinced you were going to say Markiplier.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's.
Thank you. Thank you.
I get
Sounds just
compared to
like
him.
him.
I get compared to him a lot. It's really, understandable.
By
Honestly.
who?
Of course.
People.
Yeah,
People
friends.
without eyes? Or ears?
Some friends, friends of friends, of
What?
course.
Yeah, what facial hair do you get? What are you rocking, buddy?
What facial
Yeah,
hair you
right?
fucking
What
doing,
movie are
Gary?
you
What the
making?
fuck you talking about, bud?
I have more facial hair than either one of you guys combined. Come on.
Okay, that's not a
It's
flex.
because I shave. I just shaved yesterday.
Yeah, okay,
alright?
dude. Yeah, I shaved too. You shaved your fucking. Never mind, dude.
You
Yeah,
shaved your
exactly.
monkey.
I can't see you with a beard. That feels weird.
That's
I
because
can't
I
see either
shaved.
one of you with a beard, and I think it would kill me.
Huh?
Alright, I think that just means we need to grow our facial hair out more.
No,
No,
man,
I think
my
I
f-
would kill you both.
My fucking family is cursed, man. Nobody can grow a fucking beard to save her life in her family. I mean, not even my dad can do that. It's fucking some ass Italian genes. I guess my dad's father never grew a mustache or a beard. My dad can't, and
Isn't
now I
Italian,
fucking
like,
can.
thick hair, though? Like,
Huh?
isn't Italian thick hair?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, obviously, if we're talking about my mom's father, like he obviously has his famous stash that I've never seen him without it my entire life. And then, like I said,
His
my
entire
dad's
life.
father,
Popped up the womb.
my dad's father never had a mustache. I have something going. I have like stuff on like the sides, but like when it comes to like underneath my
So you have
nose, like
mutton
that
chop?
part, it is not growing. So it's like
You have
it's
mutton
like
chops
cut.
right
It's like divided like the Red Sea. It's fucking really annoying. It's
So
like
we
a
have mutton chops right now.
No, not the J Schlatt look. I do have munch.
You have the J Schlatt mutton chops.
I do. Well,
Okay.
known New York Mets fan J Schlatt.
Well,
Love to see.
Here, this brings us to another topic. Do we think Jay Schlatt actually quit?
No. Just like I don't think
I
don't think Baby No Money quit either.
I think okay, that's the difference. I think Jay Schlatt did quit. I think Baby No Money did, and he's doing it for the bit, and this is gonna build more hype.
He did, yeah. He's fucking Gen Z coded. He's obviously taking the joke, obviously. Like that dude's making
think
too much
Schlatt is
money
done.
not to stop doing what he's doing.
Well, I mean, like they have enough money, you know.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
enough money, but like, why would they stop if they could have more money?
Yeah.
Because some people aren't like evil.
Yeah, well, you know.
I don't think Schlatt. I think plus he has other channels he pay attentions to. What channel did he post that on? I forgot. Was that his
I don't
main?
even know.
I don't know.
This is main.
I don't think he's quitting. I think he's too I think he's too egotistical to quit. Same with Baby No Money.
Yeah.
Jay Schlatt
Yeah.
live. Was it Jay Schlatt live? He did it. Yeah, it was. That's fucking crazy. 2.3 million views. What a madman.
I mean, you know, at least people are gonna look at it. You know.
That's true.
What
But we're off topic. We're here today to
Yeah.
talk about one thing only, and that is Dispatch, baby.
Oh, okay.
Game
Hold on,
of
sorry,
the
my
year.
monitor turned off. I got so scared. Sorry, we're good. My bad.
Bro's breaking it.
Reintroduce it?
So,
We're talking about Dispatch. Obviously, it's been my hyper fixation for the past damn near 2 months. When did it came out? October. So yeah, it came out
Nobody.
October. A month, I guess. Big shout out to me for putting both of these gooners on to Dispatch. Because obviously,
Big shout out to Garrett for letting me steal his Steam account so I could play Dispatch.
It's
And
true.
big shout out to me
Thank
for
you.
getting Garrett more achievements.
But no
buddy.
big shout out to me for actually putting you on Dispatch.
No,
No.
you didn't give me your Steam account. Who did?
But I gave you the
Garrett.
game recommendation, especially Garrett too. Garrett, fuck you guys.
You gave me the recommendation, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna play it. And then my friends from school told me to play it, and then they
Yeah.
Dude,
put
come
me
to
on.
think about it,
Garrett's
I
friends
put
from
you on a
school.
lot of stuff, Garrett. I put you on fucking Hamilton. I put you on Inscription. I put you on fucking Dispatch. I put you on a lot of things, my guy. You don't give me credit, brother.
Next question.
Exactly. Side bow. Anyways,
Oh,
Anyways,
Wait, it's literally written. Sorry, I didn't even read this. Shout out to me for getting both of y'all into the game.
Yeah,
Shit, bro.
man.
You can't shout out yourself, buddy. That's not how it works.
It does how it works. Actually.
It does how it works, by the way. It does how it works. You heard it here first.
It does.
You heard it here first.
Why are you being mean to me, Garrett? It's not very nice.
Guys, Morgan's gonna cry.
Huh?
Oh.
Huh? But
What?
how many times have y'all played the game? Only once, I'm assuming?
Twice.
Oh, you played. I know you played it twice. Gary, how about you?
Once.
Lame.
Well, Emily was on my account. I didn't want to screw with her save files and shit.
I think we need to go through my playthrough.
Oh my god, yes. This is
the stupidest thing of my whole entire life.
Okay, so for context, fucking Emily was going down the Invisigal route, and
you almost said a slur, and I would have killed you if you had said
Blazer.
I took a personality test today, and apparently I share the same personality as Blonde Blazer.
Oh my god!
What's your personality type? Wait, what's your personality type?
Muscle mommy.
Oh, I saved it. Hold on, it was
Oh, I'm for sure getting fucking.
ENFJ.
You gotta send me this. You gotta send me this. I'm for sure getting Vizzy.
Oh well, yeah.
We share the same.
We share the same frequency. That was like the first thing that came up.
I share it with a lot. I share it with like Sydney Sweeney. I share it with Homelander.
Sydney Sweeney is
Homelander.
Dude.
Homelander.
Homelander. Monica from DDLC.
Oh no.
I had a lot of really, really good ones. I'd have to go.
Sydney Sweeney is not.
That's your name,
I don't think it's
Miku.
flexible.
That's your name, Miku. Are you shitting? What the fuck is this? Is this like a fucking bus?
Wait, what's the website? Because I know I've been on it before.
Personality database, I think.
That
Personality database, yeah. And the test I took was 16 personalities test.
Yeah.
It was actually really fun that we did. A bunch of us did it in my tech school today, and that's what we did.
That sounds like it's gonna take my.
I don't know.
My information. That sounds scary.
Guys.
Yeah, it takes the answers you make and makes you a stinker like you. Cause you're a stinker.
Beat your ass up. But
hey, buddy.
Anyways, for context clue.
I share it with Yuri from Doki Doki Literature Club. That's actually a win.
Can you share the website? Put it in Gen. I'm curious.
Yeah, I'll send you. I'll send both.
Both.
I share it with the Joker.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
we might just need to do the episode on this, bro.
that pans out.
Darwin Watterson, Princess Diana.
Tony.
I had Pope John Paul II.
I have YN from Wattpad. I don't know how they gave a personality type.
From Wattpad.
How did they give Vincent Van Gogh a personality type, bro?
Fucking psychotic, ripping, cutting off one of his ears. Yeah. But anyways, before we get back into this, quick context clues. Emily was doing the Invisigal route. We all thought she did everything according to plan. Got to the ending. So mind you, went to the movie theaters. We didn't cut her. She forgave her, and
kissed. I leaned in.
We leaned in, and for some fucking reason, she somehow got the bad Invisigal ending where she kills Shroud. Again, I probably should reiterate this. There will be spoilers in the game, so I don't know why would you be listening to the game review if you haven't played the game. So obviously spoilers, but fucking Invisigal kills Shroud, and I didn't know how because like I said, she did everything according to the book, everything standard, and I still think it's because of the QTEs, and it could be because of the dispatching aspects of the game. I'm not sure.
It could be because I didn't get Invisigal to a high level, but it was also because I didn't reveal myself as Mecha Man.
Yeah. I didn't reveal myself as Mecha Man, and I still got it.
What?
Maybe you just ass.
You basically did the same choices as I did I
think it was because I didn't get her to a high enough level because it said that was one of the requirements, and I didn't really use her that much.
Yeah, I had her maxed out.
But
yeah, I think I had her maxed, and I did didn't reveal myself as Mecha Man. So I mean,
oh my gosh.
I don't know what you did wrong, but
you did
you
everything.
and I basically did the same exact.
I think it has something to do with the
playthrough.
hacking, maybe, because again, like the video I sent, where like there's certain like little, there's like something like little micro events between like what actions you pick. That's why like I think this is like QTEs are reporting because it goes to like skill points for like Invisigal, and there's some for Blazer, and there's like I don't know, but she played her second time, did literally everything the same, and she got it. She got the good ending finally. But I thought for sure you would have gotten the bad ending. That would have been the most fucking hilarious thing.
I actually think I would have freaked out, and I never would have played the game again.
That was so fucking funny. Oh
that
man,
was horrible.
And I felt bad too because that was your first gameplay and you didn't actually get to see what happened, like, you know, the good ending. Again, I call it the bad ending because that's my opinion. Everyone, you know, people are entitled to their opinions.
It is the bad end. It's the evil ending.
Yeah,
you know?
you're embracing the villainy.
You know what, guys? I don't need a woman. That's what we found out. I don't need a woman in my life. You know, she can kill someone and be evil, and I can still be in love with her, and that's okay.
That's not okay. You're fucking Mecha Man. You're not encouraging murdering Emily.
I did. I killed.
Yeah, I also did.
Yeah, in my defense, my first time I did kill Shroud, but I got that was a bad ending. You know, real hero, like, you know, it takes some self-reflecting. It takes.
I killed Shroud and I still got the good ending.
I know you
Shroud, and I'm a proud Shroud killer, bro.
Yeah, but like, if you're killing Shroud, what makes you better than the fucking villains you're trying to reform? You're becoming a villain yourself.
Because I killed a bad guy and not evil people, and not innocent.
Why does Batman not kill? Batman has a code.
Why does Batman not kill?
I know,
Batman doesn't kill. He cripples. There's a difference.
There's a difference.
Makes them crippled for life. So.
But he's still alive. They're still alive. 9 times.
Would you rather be crippled for life in a hospital, or would you rather be dead?
I'd much rather be a hero, actually. I'll pick the third option.
Yeah, well, that wasn't one of the answers.
Point is, in my opinion, as I think that killing Shroud is not the right answer, but I think it's just a heat in the moment. I think it's literally just the heat in the moment of thing to do, because obviously with beef, and then obviously, you know, Invisigal, you know, almost dying, taking the bullet for you. I don't know. I just think it's a heat in the moment thing. But obviously, my first playthrough, I got caught up in that moment. I'm like, oh, you're fucking dead. You're fucking dead, and I killed him. But my second playthrough, I did not, and every other playthrough I've played so far. By the way, I'm working on my 4th playthrough of the game. I'm addicting to the game a little bit.
Marco, how many hours do you have
on Dispatch?
I think the last time he said it was like
no, on your computer in general. What do you think?
What do you two? What are you guys' predictions?
In general?
Well, I don't know, because it's like mine and Garrett's are mixed.
Mind you, the game is like 8 hours to complete. Fully.
Yeah, well, you've played it 4 times, 8 hours. 8 times 24, not including any other screen time.
Mind you, I've not done my 4th playthrough.
So you're probably at like 38 or ish.
That's crazy.
If not 40.
I'm at 43 hours.
Okay, I was close.
I literally was playing last night. I got to episode 5. I think I got to episode 5. And I was just, I'm too tired to play. But of course, you know, I did pick the Visigal route. Obviously, the real route. I had to, after playing all these fuck ass endings to the game, it broke my heart doing it. So I just had to play an actual normal run where I just pick who I think is right. And I did Visigal, obviously, obviously. But, I mean, that's another question that I, kind of want to lean into, is that, like, was it a hard decision between Blazer and Visigal when you first played? Because for me, it wasn't. And there's multiple reasons.
I think immediately I hated her because I just saw her as a cheater and that's it. And like, I couldn't get my view of her to change at all from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of my perspective. I just, like, didn't, like, she was cool, I guess, at the start, but then, like, I don't know, it hurt, the other option opened up, and that was the one I ended up picking. I liked her character. I ended up liking Invisigal's whole character a bit more than Blazer. Blazer just seemed like kind of generic, if that makes sense.
Blazer
Yeah,
seemed like
she's
she had it all put together when she needed a lot more help. And Invisigal was like kind of honest and was like, I'm not normal. And I'm not, like,
Yeah.
I'm not good.
she's a fucking
know?
freak. That's what she is.
Oh, okay. That's not what I meant.
But I like a little freak, you know what I mean? I like a little freak. I mean,
Half man, half
to
bat,
my
all freak.
that's bro, that's Sonar. Sonar is the freak of the group. Fucking the thing is, right, is that like, and I said it when I first played it, which if you guys have not seen my playthrough, go link in the description. I said that like Garrett was saying, like me if it's up to me, it's Visigal, obviously. But if I'm looking at Robert's perspective, like I said, there's more character types and there's more like personality in between Robert and Courtney. And I think like with Blazer, and then again, this is what it boils down to, is that it's a if you're looking at the romance, it's either a slow burn romance with Vizzy or love at first sight with Blazer. Because Robert, I'm assuming because Robert has the choice to kiss her in the first episode. I feel like Robert fell in love with her first. Meanwhile, Visigal falls for Robert first, in my opinion. So it really all depends on what your narrative is like. Do you love do you like a love at first fight story, or do you like a slow burn from like enemies to friends, from friends to lovers?
Or do you want it to be based on nothing?
Huh?
You know?
What'd you say?
Huh?
You might cut out.
I said, do you want it to be based on an actual connection, or do you want it to be based on nothing?
I mean, yeah. I think is that here's my thing, right? Is I don't necessarily agree with you with the whole cheating thing, because I think she's drunk. Two, that relationship was already out the window with her and Phenomenal Man. But again, obviously, it is understandable why, because they were still technically together. But and the whole aspect of what thing is that, right, after playing the game for so fucking long and so many times, is that like you're all right? Blazer is the more safe, more vanilla, more corporate. She has like I said, she has more of her shit put together, but like deep down, like she really doesn't. But at least with Invisigal, it makes it way more obvious that she does not have her shit put together. And I wish there was more of a harder decision to pick, because for me it was a no-brainer. I think Invisigal is perfect for Robert, because Robert being the Mecha Man and one of the most successful, popular superheroes in that universe, like he's fucking bound to break, and he's bound to like have demons, and he's bound to like not be perfect. And I don't know. I just wish that's one of the things I would hope they would want to work on, is that like for me it was a no-brainer, but like the thing is there's some slander on Blazer, man, and I don't like slander on Blazer. You know what I mean? Like I like Blazer, I like Mandy, but I think Courtney's just better in my opinion. And I'm not wrong about these things.
I would agree.
I like I said, like it is a little weird how overly flirtatious Blazer is to Robert at first, but I don't know, because like I said, they're both drunk when they first technically. Oh no, when they first met, they weren't drunk, but then they go to the bar and then got drunk, and then she takes Robert to a secluded location. She takes off his mask. For some reason, starts caressing his face, and then just stares at him. And like, think about it. Like, if it was a gender swap, that would be. I think a lot more people would fucking be a little more creeped out. And
That's
same thing
why
goes with
I'm so creeped out with it.
That's the same. Well, again, you have to make that argument with Visigal. What if Robert goes in the ladies' bathroom while she's in there? That's also fucked up, nonetheless. That's why it's a double standard with both. That's what I think about that.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, that like, I think people, and then this is, I kept saying this when I was talking with Garrett about, is that like, I think the reason why people don't like her as much, what people don't like in Invisigal, is because no matter what route of the game you go, she's always going to be the main character. She's always going to be the one to plant the bomb on you. She's always going to reveal her true feelings to you, no matter what route you go. It's just a matter of how you get there is slightly different. Because
like I feel like there's no other route then, because the game wants that to be your route, kind of, sort of.
That's what people are upset. It's like, why the fuck would you give us Blazers as an option if the game is clearly pushing Robert and Courtney to be a couple? Because that's what it seems like.
Well, because then that gives depth to her if she's evil.
I mean, I feel like most of us knew. I knew that she was the one that planted the bomb. I always knew she, but like there was like subtle like not like there's sudden like teasing and like I knew she wasn't like I knew she was bad. Like I knew she was the one that planted the bomb, but at the same time, I knew that she wasn't like actually 100% bad. That's why like I didn't believe Shroud when he said that they planted her there, and I was like I don't believe it because Shroud has lied and he's obviously lying about this. Like why else would she take the photo of the leaderboard at the end of episode 3? Why else would she fucking go to the by herself to get the pulse without no one's help? Like that's something that a mole
But
wouldn't
she cares
do.
about Robert.
Literally. The other like mild criticism that I have about it is that I think, in my opinion, the game punishes you for picking Vizzy over Blazer because if you go out with Vizzy in episode 4, you lose that entire huge chunk of lore with Mandy, not having real powers. First of all, you don't learn her real name. You don't know she doesn't have any powers, and you don't know that the amulet powers her. By not doing that
Well, I mean,
route,
like you
it
find out, but at the end,
it felt rushed. That's the thing. That's why I didn't feel like
Mhm.
with Vizzy, like with Vizzy is like the thing is there's not that much big lore drop if you don't go with her. You know what I mean? Like you still get the confirmation that she was the one that did the bomb, and then it's revealed that she worked with Shroud. But with if you don't pick Mandy again, you don't learn her name is Mandy until like the very last 30 minutes of the game. And I'm like, well, why the fuck? You're saying that out of the entire game, there's not another scene of dialogue or a scene where Robert and Blazer talk to each other, and then she reveals it through that. Like you have to romance her to get that ending. That's a little weird for me.
But that's the point.
I feel like that's the point. It's like
That's
it's
the
the
point.
slow burn versus the love at first sight, right? The slow burn, you go into it more, the love at first sight, it's like it's so rushed. Everything about it is rushed.
Yeah.
Exactly. And with that not finding out her name, the reason I feel like for that is because Blonde Blazer is her corporate work name.
Mhm.
If they don't hang out besides work,
Mhm.
you don't know that because she is Blonde Blazer, her corporate name when she's at SDN. If like you when they're not doing anything otherwise, you wouldn't if you actually chose to go on a date with Blazer, that's when you find out because they're not at work.
Yeah, but you're
Mhm.
saying that there's like I mean, again, a part of it is the fact how like I'm sure they didn't have enough money to like make the scenes and they didn't have time to animate it. I'm just saying for like, for the scene that they got, like that and that's another reason why I think it was so obvious because is that like obviously you spend more time with Corrigan because she's a part of the Z team and you're dispatching the Z team and there's only a handful of scenes where you're actually one on one or in the same vicinity as that's why she's not obviously with Robert and the Z team at episode 5 at the bar. She's not with, at that she's barely she shows up a little later in the house party. Well, she kind of shows up first, but I don't know. I just think that for me, it wasn't a hard decision between them two, and I kind of wish it was. I kind of wish I was like, oh shit, I really have to think about this. For me, it was just like just the way that they're talking to each other. Like obviously,
They had banter.
they had, but that's the thing with that's why other people don't. Some people are uncomfortable with that, and that's why people are getting upset.
People don't like banter. People don't like joy and fun. What?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to admit, like, some of the banter is a bit, like, over the edge, just a little bit,
Well, yeah,
mean,
in like
like,
a
yeah,
work
that's kind of the point.
environment.
No, like, telling your coworkers actually telling your boss that you had a dream about fucking him is not really, like,
Well-
workplace talk.
Exactly.
Well,
That's what I said. In a work environment, that like if they were at the bar and she said that,
That makes sense, but then again, like I said, we're in a workplace environment, like mind you, in a men's bathroom that she's not even supposed to be in, and the fact that she's spying on you constantly, the entire reason why she knows
she's
you're Mega
obsessed
Man
with
is because she was spying on you. Which again,
Kinda,
from an outsider perspective, I understand. Like I understand why people again. I'm trying to play devil's advocate, right? But it's very clear that I'm fucking Team Invisigal. But I get the criticisms and I understand, and that's one thing about like that's something I like and dislike about the dispatch community and fandom is that like there are some truly fucking idiotic people in that community that I've seen explode over the game and like get mad. Um, the people get mad over the stupidest little things, and like oh like and one of the biggest ones that is the locker room scene. People saying that it's SA that Courtney SA'd Robert in the locker room scene.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the
feel
biggest.
Like if you don't romance her, yes, that is. You know, like if you don't romance her, that's so out of nowhere, and she's giving so many hints to you, and you're not giving anything back to her. That is. You know. Like you're giving her nothing, you know, and she's just like, we're gonna make out actually. What?
And like, and this is another argument. By that standard, then basically the entire party scenes with Malevola are all SA.
Well, yeah. I would think so, yeah.
And no one batted an eye when she did that.
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People again. I wish I recorded this because I was just ranting. Is that like people cherry pick shit? Like, mind you, these is a team
I think both of them are though, because neither one of those are okay.
Me personally, like you said, I'm on the fence, right? I don't think it's SA. I think if she like fucking like restricted him and like held him against a locker against his will, that's obviously SA. Mind you. People say, "Oh, Robert was uncomfortable during that scene. Robert, didn't want that." Bitch, Robert is a fictional fucking character in a video game. If he doesn't feel uncomfortable, you feel uncomfortable. You, the player. Me personally, it's different because I'm a guy. So it all depending on like what situation you're personally feeling. I don't think it's SA. I think it can come off as extremely inappropriate. And again, I wish there was more consent. Obviously, I wish there was consent, and not just. But that was kind of like a last second, like, hey, here are my feelings real quick. And then, obviously, you, the player, not Robert, decides, does Robert want to, like, reciprocate that or not? That's why I think that...
Well, I think...
Yeah.
That's kind of the point, right? Where it's like, if you're going the blonde blazer route already and that happens, that's kind of crazy. That's insane. If you're already going her route, I understand it because you're reciprocating and she's seeing that, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's also weird that people are also saying it too, because like you had the same point of, oh well, I have probably a different viewpoint as someone else does as that, but it's like it's difficult to say what that is because people are getting offended over it. Like you said, he's a fictional character that which you decide, and he's uncomfortable. If you're saying he's uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable because he thinks she left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mind you, there's
she's just not even like he can't even see her.
He can't even see her. Exactly. It's out of the blue that this happens.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I would fucking like punch back for some reason. I would be fucking scared shitless if someone pushed me invisibly into a fucking locker. I would be fucking scared shitless. That's just me.
If it was BLAZER, bro, you would not punch her, bro. We know that.
But the other thing is too is that, mind you, there is dialogue before that you can completely skip the scene. I've done that ending where I think if you say we're done, she doesn't do it. If you say we're done and she just doesn't do it and she walks away.
I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you pick I forgive you and I don't know how to feel about this, she kisses you, but if you pick we're done, she doesn't. And just like
so okay. If you are going BLAZER's route and you're literally giving her nothing, it doesn't happen. That makes more sense then. I'm okay with it.
No, you don't. I think again, see, I'm a little confused myself about it, right? Because there's technically 4 endings, but technically 2 of them are canon. There's obviously the Vizzy, BLAZER, neither, and it's not really an ending, but it's like a little stat you can get if you do both. Meaning you do the BLAZER route all the way up until that scene and you kiss Vizzy, and then just you and like 10% of players fell for both. You don't get an achievement at all. You just get like a little pat on the back.
You're
like,
you're just a man whore.
Mm.
You're just a gooner. You're just a goonie if you fell for both. I did fall for both, but I didn't get that achievement. But
yeah, we know. It's
shut
okay.
up.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't-
Did your Spotify rap tell you how many hours you gooned or no?
No.
No, mine
Damn.
does actually.
How many
Really?
hours?
How much do you have, Garrett?
365 hours every week,
Oh.
obviously. 1
Oh.
hour every day.
What?
Yep.
Huh?
That's not how math works.
365 hours, 1 hour a day.
You said
Would be-
365 hours every week.
A day, yes.
Every week a day.
Every
What?
Correct.
weekend? The math ain't
It's
math.
processing for you, Marco?
No, man, I'm the wrong person to ask about
It's
math.
just not clocking to you.
It's not clocking you that I'm standing on business.
It's just not clocking you that I'm standing on business.
That's fucking insane. But I think people are just being a little overreactive about it. And I get why people are
Little
upset.
libs.
I think
say it.
like it really okay, what it boils down to is you, like the person playing it.
Depends on what you want. Yeah.
I didn't mind it, like
It's
obviously,
your
but it's hard
opinion.
for me because like again, I'm a guy, and you know, and again, some women just find this shit creepy, you know, and some guys find it. I'm not saying only women do. Like I guess some guys also feel like
Some
creeped out
guys
about
are little libs too. You know?
Yeah.
libs.
Snowflakes. That's what I
Little
like.
liberal
Little
snowflakes.
liberal idiot.
Just say if you don't like people, you know, be a little gooner, fucking crazy. But again,
Accessible.
it all boils like hating, like giving shit to the writers, giving shit to the people that made the game for it. Like that's not their fucking fault. It's you that misinterpreted into that. Don't. I hope like all this. There's a difference between hate and feedback. Like giving genuine, like what we're doing right now. This is criticism. This is, you know, we're not like bashing the
This is
fucking
not
game.
criticism, bro. We're glazing them actually.
We're literally
Yeah,
getting
there's a little bit
paid
of a difference.
nothing to glaze them for free. We're doing tricks on it right
we're
now.
glazing them for free.
Literally, bro. And I usually charge a hefty price for this, but that's how much I fucking love this game. That I
I charge a
don't.
hefty price for this. You're not getting paid for this?
You're not getting paid. How much are you getting paid?
What?
I am. I'm getting paid like at least 300.
But
Thousand.
one of the
65?
other criticisms that I've seen people had online is that the people have said that they shouldn't have been any romance options in general in the first season.
Wrong. Wrong.
That is so wrong.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
I think if only Vizzy was the option, I would get it. You know, I would like if she was the only option, I would be like, yeah, put her as the only option. But I can understand the blonde blazer hate. But like Vizzy's perfect.
No, she is not, dude. That's her entire purpose. She's not perfect.
Well, yeah, I know, but she's perfect
In my
to
heart,
me.
she's
In my
perfect,
heart,
In my
like-
heart, she's perfect. Yeah.
Dude, I know you fell in love with her the moment she said, "I'm usually the pegger, not the peggy." I know you were like,
Dude.
"Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, it
yeah.
was like that one Lego
Dude,
Batman gif,
I have
bro.
never related to a video game character more in my life.
huh?"
Ah!
Oh,
Robert would definitely
What?
not be the pegger. Who'd be the
yeah,
peggy?
Robert would be the Peggy. No shit.
Oh, dude, that image is stuck in my head now, bro. Oh my god.
Robert getting pegged. Sorry.
Stop. But the main criticism I have with that hot take is that like the fucking developers of the game themselves didn't know there would be even the idea of a season 2 was just not in the photo because they went bankrupt multiple times
They
in
thought they
making
were so screwed.
literally like if they had a season 2 in mind before then, maybe I could see it because the one minor thing that I agree with this hot take is that like I feel like it takes away from the other Z team members because again, which is another hot take that I have is that there's really only 3 main characters in the game, that being Robert, Blazer, and Vizzy. Everybody else is kind of like set to the side, which is unfortunate. I don't think it is because that's where the scenes where we do get. That's why I love episode 5 so much because that's what not just Robert and Vizzy. That's everybody that you know. They're especially the taco joint where they're all talking. Like that's why I love
Best
episode
That
5
is
so
the
much.
best episode.
That's my favorite episode in my opinion.
Five's probably my favorite too, honestly.
That's why I enjoy. But that's why I wanted more, and that's why I obviously love the house party scene as well. Is that I think by them having the romance option, the players themselves are more kind of focused on their relationship, like, than the Z team members. That's why I think with the time that they got on screen, not even just the dispatching part, because obviously that's this mandatory part of the game, but like other cutscenes, I think that the time that they did get show, like I think they did a really good job with the characters, and that's why like I said, everybody like that's another like amazing thing that the characters, um, how they all have history, like you know, have good again synergy. Like the whole point of the game is that like certain duos like Vizzy and Golem, Prism and Flambe, Punch Up and Coop. Like it really all depends on who you caught and all that. Which is another thing. I still and I thought this when I first played the game, and I still think it to this day. Cutting somebody in episode 4 was the most stupidest fucking decision in the game. I still think that was the most stupidest and unnecessary thing you had to do.
Well, the
The
thing
whole
was,
point
they
of it
needed the
was
person to come back
the
and
whole
be on
point
the
of it
inside.
was it was unnecessary because they needed to
Yeah.
prove a point.
They didn't.
That they were
dude.
serious.
I don't think they did, in my opinion.
No, well,
I mean,
think about
it's
what would
like how
happened
stupid
if
real
they
jobs
did it.
are, where they're like, we gotta cut someone just to do it, just for fun and goofs and gaffs. There's no actual point, you know?
Well, also
Like,
think
you
about
get
it. I just think that the entire like ending of the game would be so drastically different, and the whole thing could be avoided if you just didn't cut either of them.
I don't think
Well,
it'd be
I
different at
think
all. The difference would be you wouldn't fight Coop or Sonar, and you wouldn't have the scene of you. Hey, they're with us when
Yeah,
they're going to jail. That's the
I
only
just don't think
difference.
it was necessary, in my opinion. I think it was just like
I think it made the ending a lot more different, and it like shows that you've grown as a person. You know, in the end, if you're fine and you let like Coupe or Sonar
I just
join your
wish they
team
give you
and
an
you pull them
option to
back in it.
like. This is the best way to put it. I
Yeah.
wish they give you an option to defend them, just like you could defend Invisigal in the conference room scene. You're just forced to pick between them two. You can't.
Well, it was
I know,
your
Robert
right?
can't.
idea to cut someone in the first place.
Robert can't vouch for any of them because the entire point of they're trying. They're all about redemption, and they're all about. And obviously, yes, you got the payoff at the end where you can accept them back into the Z team. But like that entire like it felt like they joined the Phoenix program for a second chance, got cut, did bad shit, and then just to be brought back again. Like what the fuck was the point of? What's the point of them joining back at the very end? Even though you had to cut, and now especially with Phenomenon and Waterboy on your team, now you just have more people on the Z team. So like
I think the point is because they need someone kind of on the inside so that they know a little bit more about SDN so that they could get in
that's
and they
Courtney.
could like.
That's literally the whole point of Courtney.
Well, I know, but Courtney can't do stuff as much. You know, obviously he knows that Courtney's not 100% on his side. You know?
I don't know. Again,
And even so, if they knew stuff, you would be like, there's a mole or something, and you.
I just think
you
with
know?
some characters, like again, like one of my favorite things about the game is the writing. Like everybody has amazing character arcs and development and just overall character design. But some characters suffer from poor writing than others. Again, one of the biggest examples of this, and I still think, is Blazer. I think people shit on her for the bad reasons. And meanwhile, like she is a genuinely interesting character if you pick, but you miss a lot of that. You miss that dialogue and you miss that character development. You miss that character chemistry if you don't pick her as a romance option. I still think you should be able to learn about that with. But then again, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they didn't have enough time, like money wise. The episodes aren't long enough for more. Again, I don't blame Ad Hoc for that. But they did the best they can with the time that they got, and they fucking obviously nailed it. But that's just my like little critique that I have about with the writing in the game is that I think some characters.
I think
What?
we're all missing a big point right now. Critical Role, we love you. We love you, Critical Role. Critical Role, I love
Critical
you.
Role.
We all love you.
Big shout out to Critical Role.
Yes.
Critical Role, thank you for doing the Lord's work.
They fucking they swooped in their fucking savior. They literally saved Ad Hoc from going down under, and then they fucking saved such a crazy. The one thing I hope.
Imagine life without Malevola. I
Dude,
can't. I can't.
you know what's
She's a
funny
Fortnite
enough
imp,
is
so
that
it's okay.
I went to go watch and read some of the Steam reviews because I was really curious people who didn't like it. I want to say like 80% of the people are just upset you can't romance her. And I'm like, don't fucking write
Yeah.
don't write a
I looked
negative
for them
review
too.
of a game just because you can't romance a fucking demon mommy. Like, go fucking play any
Well-
other game than this.
Well, think about it. You couldn't romance Charlie Moist Critical either. You know? That's a big
Yeah.
flaw. They got to fix this. You
I
know,
couldn't
where
romance
the
that
patches coming in?
guy, and I didn't appreciate it. So
Dude, bro, why
Dude.
do you think when Courtney said, so what, orgy time? I was like, yes, romance all, romance them
No,
all.
dude, genuinely. Okay, everyone loves Malevolent. Whatever. We're all sleeping on Alana Pierce. We are all sleeping on her.
I'm
Wake
not,
up,
bro.
people.
Dude, have you not
You
seen
were. You
that?
didn't
The
even know who she
the
was.
entire cast of that game is hot in real life. Everybody in that
yeah,
cast is hot,
That's so
dude.
true. Dude, Young Gravy.
Young Gravy, I'm a
Oh,
little iffy on. I'm a little iffy on Young Gravy. I
oh,
like his music. I don't,
oh.
are you iffy on Young
That's
Gravy?
okay. We're allowed to have wrong opinions. That's
Wrong
fine.
opinions, my
We're
asshole. What
wrong
the fuck
opinions.
you
False
talking about?
opinion detected.
You know what's not a wrong opinion is that fucking out of all of them, I mean Laura Bailey is a top dog in that category. Laura Bailey, bro. Oh my lord. Dude, that photo I sent in the group chat a couple days ago, young Laura Bailey just looked like Invisiga in real life. Like she was met like though that's why one of the things I'm so fascinated with is that like again, one of the popular theories is that with the people that they're gonna release and then the devs themselves teased that there is obviously a lot of cut content that people haven't seen and then maybe one day they'll release it. Because again, it's not like like I said, they have the voice lines for it. All they gotta do is just polish off the animation and like make sure everything works, and then they can release it. But like one of the things I'm curious about is that because Laura Bailey was originally supposed to be blonde Blazer, which I was really curious to see what she would sound like and look like if she was Blazer instead of Vizzy. I would feel like that'd be so weird hearing her voice at a Blazer because now I just had that muscle memory of what Blazer sounds like, and but with Invisigal's voice, it would just trip me the fuck out. There's like, and there's so much like opportunities because then I do think there's a lot of content that they couldn't have put in the game, especially a lot of sex scenes. But that's besides the
Yeah, you're just
point.
a gooner, buddy.
No, I'm not, dude. What if there's a sexy with Malevia? You just don't know about it. What if
How
that?
many conversations have we had where you like we need a director's cut of them having the sex scene?
No, Garrett, shut up. You're acting like you don't want the fuck. You're acting like you don't want the fucking director's cut.
I said I wanted director's cut. I didn't say I wanted to see all the gooner scenes.
You definitely fucking do.
There's
Shut
a
your
big
mouth.
difference,
Now that
buddy.
now you're on recording. Now you're all fucking goody two shoes and your shit. Like you
Oh
look.
yeah, 100%.
If you're gonna
Oh,
be a
because
gooner, embrace it. I am. I'm not afraid to admit. I want to see more sex scenes in the game. No,
you can't
no
just say
joke.
that, bro.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I do want to see. Like obviously there was. I know. I'm not sure if they filmed it like audio, but I know one of the ideas was that Robert was. I mean, fucking Royd was originally supposed to be part of the Z team. He was supposed to be like a kind of like a Hulk esque like hero. Like he'll like, get mad and shit and turn red. And I wonder if there's like dialogue. There's the opportunities are endless. Another thing that I've seen people say is that they want like an endless game mode of the dispatching part, which I think I love because I love
I would love
the
that,
actual
bro.
dispatching part of the game does have its like the annoying things here and there with like a lot of it has to do with skill and a lot of it like a lot of it has to do with luck and I hate luck honestly but a lot of it has to do with luck but the actual dispatching part and leveling up your heroes, that's fantastic. I love that. Like
Yeah.
having to think about where you're gonna put your points to and where it's gonna go is a really cool feature. But like hacking things is like a little like part was a little annoying, but it had to like they had to like somewhat expand the gameplay loop because it just can't be just dispatching. And so I'm really curious. I'm really curious, what would they would do for season two, where like how would they make it different, or will it be the same for season two? Um, but the actual dispatching part is so fun. It's a fun little mini game, obviously. I kind of wish there was a fair balance of the actual cinematic parts and the dispatching, but like each episode was primarily more dispatched focused. Um, but I get it. It's because of the actual dispatching segments that we get one of my favorite cutscenes, which was the playground scene with Vizzy. That's my favorite scene in the entire game. Is that moment where like it was I think it was episode 3. It was episode 3 where she goes to the playground, slants a cigarette in the play, and Robert. That's the moment when I first like took a look. Oh, I witnessed like, oh wow, they really do love each other. They fit each other so perfectly. That was like the moment where I think that's where Visigal first fell in love with Robert. Because again, if you instead of, one of the biggest things that I have with the dispatch community is that people play this game for the dating part. Like it's not a dating simulator game. It is not. You're looking at it completely wrong if you think you're buying this game for the fucking romancing, shit. It's not, dude. It's purely in pure story mode, and there's obviously so much more to these characters, and that's why the lore tidbits that you get with both Blazer and Vizzy make it so much better because again, like you said before, obviously when it comes to the romance part, it's slow burn versus love at first sight. But like when it comes to like actual who they are as a person, Mandy likes his mind like my analysis, right? I think Mandy likes Robert because Robert sees her as both Mandy and Blazer. With Phenomenon Man, he didn't see that. But Phenomenon just wanted Blazer, and she wanted to like she if it's revealed in the comics, um, that she wants to after a while she wants to settle down, she wants to retire, or she wants a family. She wants that basic life, like we said. And obviously, Phenomenon doesn't want that. But with Robert's more flexible with that idea. Robert, that's why. But with Courtney, like she in her eye, I think Robert's the first person to ever have faith who put to have that aspect of like she's capable of doing good. That's the one thing that in the locker room she says, and it's through that playground scene where like he comforts her, and nobody's ever done that. And I think that's my favorite scene. That's the scene where Courtney first fell in love with Robert. I don't think Robert falls in love with Courtney until the housewarming scene in episode 6, in my opinion, because it was like you can just read off the vibe and you can read off the the chemistry that they had. That like Vizzy was obviously like falling for him at the movie scene in episode 4. But I don't think it's until episode 6 or is it 6? Yeah, episode 6 where Robert falls in love with her.
I think it's more 4 or 5. Because in 5 she calls it a date, and then you get the choice of saying that's not what it was, or we can just be friends, or being, oh yeah, I had a great time. Like that's when you can agree that it was a date in episode 5. You, the player, decide basically when Robert likes Vizzy.
Yeah.
That's how I view it. But I mean, 6 is like a definite thing. He's definitely into her. It's by 6, but I think the date in episode 4, or like the bar scene in episode 5, is definitely the point at which
Yeah.
that is.
I mean, yeah. I think that the other thing that is that people kind of like have criticized, is like if you pick, it's like I've because I've played the game multiple times. If you pick, I can't fuck. I just lost my train of thought. If you pick Blazer and you do, like I said, you go on the little miniature date. I'm saying it in air quotes because when in the next episode in the locker room scene where Robert's training and then he goes to the locker, yada yada. She asked him and she's like, "Hey, do you want to go on the next date? But do you want to go with Blazer or Mandy?" And then if you don't kiss her in episode 4, you get the option to just completely friend zone her and like, which I had to do, which absolutely sucked because I felt so fucking bad because we did a nice little date, we did all that, just immediately friend zone her in the next episode. But she takes it, well, obviously because again she's it breaks my heart, but like she takes it well. But with Vizzy on the other hand, she doesn't believe you at all. She says, like And I was like, oh, that was just between friends. We can just be friends. And she's like, nah, I don't like fucking people that I'm friends with, Robert. And I was like, okay, bitch, take the fucking clue. And what are you talking about? What? Like, it's a little, again, that's her. That's just her being overly flirtatious. That's her personality. I like that. Many people don't. That's another reason why people just don't like Courtney, and I get it. And that's why I kind of hope for season 2 we get a little more of like a tone deaf, more serious version of, not like too serious, not too tone deaf with Courtney, but I think we're gonna get a slightly more mature Courtney, where it's not to the point where she's a whole different new character. Because that's her charm. That's what I love about her. I think, and I mean, this is what I made that TikTok about with. Out of the entire game, I think that Robert, Courtney, and Flambe have the best character development in the game. They have the best character arcs. Where, like I said before, like Robert is not a perfect hero. He's not a perfect. Actually, no, he's not a perfect person. But the news and L.A. seems to like see like Robert. He seemed to like he has it all. He has everything. He's Mecha Man. He's like the legendary like. But like Robert as a person is a fucking mess. He lives by himself. He has nobody besides beef before going to SDN. He's fucking very clearly going through some shit. And then throughout each episode, you see him slowly start to like open up more. Like, I don't think Robert would ever share his identity to anybody, let alone fucking former criminals about his real identity. And obviously the whole thing with like, depending on who you pick with Blazer and Vizzy, that he starts to like he's like the real loner. Like obviously the whole thing with Invisigal is that she's a loner, but Robert is also a loner, which again is another reason why I think that they both Courtney and Robert are good for each other. But like throughout the story, you see how Robert has changed as a person, and that's why like the fucking people that if you want to look really into it, the people on TikTok, are doing like fucking deep dive analysis about it, like the whole gesture of people bringing lamps for Robert's housewarming party, episode 6. People are like saying, "Oh, it's because the Z team brought the light in Robert's life. They're bringing the light and the passion, and they're breaking their." And if you want to look at it as that, yeah, I mean, you're not necessarily wrong because Robert's life before the Z team was fucking not good, and the whole thing with Flambe, where he's obviously has a lot of resentment for you because obviously what he did to the fingers, and then the very first, I think everybody, I mean, I don't know about Emily because I know Emily loves Flambe, but fucking, I fucking hated the dude when I first met him because he seemed like an asshole. But I think that's the impression that he's supposed to do, and then it's that slow burn, friendship that Robert has, and then like obviously, if you tell him that you're Mecha Man, he's gonna try to fucking kill you, which is another thing that no people normally talk about. People get mad about, Invisigal flirting with Robert. Bitch, Flambe literally tried to commit murder, and nobody was, batted an eye about that. Obviously, it wasn't for, the absolute golem who protected us. He would be fucking dead, and the whole entire game would have been over. Which, again, is another thing that the community seemed to fucking cherry pick about, but
I think one thing that the community doesn't talk enough about, there's so many romance options, whatever. People are mad about Malevolent. What about Flambe and Robert's tension?
Oh my god, I see. I knew you were.
What do you mean?
I think this is the question.
Well, like, you look at them and you don't see like they're rivals, but they're so in love with each other and they have a history together. Like, come on, man.
No.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think,
bro.
Again, Robert's not Flambe's type.
Yeah, he said so.
He does in fact say that.
So what about that, Emily? Huh? You fucking see?
Well,
who's the gooner now?
Fun and Joy. Why do you guys hate gay people? That's my real question.
No one said that. Have we said that?
I think I just heard that.
Robert isn't Flambe's type. He explicitly says that.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. I think people also upset that I'm gonna see if this is true. Let me look it up real quick. If this fucking computer will let me do it, I don't think it's gonna let me do it. I don't know, but people people cherry pick. Is my shit fucking? Oh my god, my computer's lagging. People cherry pick things for the wrong reasons, and I hate that people do that because they're fucking stupid. You know what I mean? That's why I don't. That's just my opinion, but I obviously the best example of this is Courtney. I think Courtney has some of the best character arc of the entire game, and that's not even just me trying to be biased because I picked her. I just genuinely do think that because again, like I'm a sucker for slow burn, relationships. That's just my thing. Um, like her going from her not caring about what people think about her, and even if it damages other people, from full on risking her life to get something for somebody else, and then I just overall think that's just the best character arc and development in the game, and I think that's why
Oh, for
people.
sure.
And again, that's why I wish other people of the Z team got that treatment as well. Like I said, if Ad Hoc knew that they were gonna do a second season before season one came out, I think I can maybe make the argument to see why they should have saved romance for season two. But they didn't know that season two was in the an idea at all, and the people need to like understand that like they were not going to you know do a season two. But I think that with the time that they got, they did a good job of each character. I just think I was hoping that we would get more focus on the Z team, and I still do think that the game kind of like punishes the player for not choosing a certain particular person or cutting somebody. But I mean that's just kind of the way the game goes, I guess.
Cut
Um,
out. Marco, you might cut out.
yeah, my fucking computer is spazzing out. I don't know what the hell is happening. But what do you guys what do you guys think is your favorite scene? What's your favorite scene in the game?
100%
Oh,
when he's opening the packet and he pulled out the eye.
Oh Jesus, the
That's
fucking
that's
fighting
my
scene.
favorite thing, period.
That's
Yes.
damn shit, bloody and
That
gory.
transition is gorgeous.
You can
favorite
make an argument.
scene.
Yeah. What about you, Garrett? There's so many. I mean, you can make an argument for just the entire bar fight scene.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
definitely a
know. The
second.
start of episode 4. No.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
No, I think either the movie theater scene. I think movie theater scene's probably my
Oh
favorite. If
yeah,
not that, then the
shit, man.
if not, then the bar scene.
I think that's my top three. I think it's definitely the playground scene, and then movie, and then bar fight. I the other thing I was thinking about, right? The other thing I was thought about thinking to myself, and I'm not sure if I'm cooking or not. I think if they had Robert and Courtney kiss earlier on in the game, I feel like nobody would really like care as much about the locker room scene because that was technically their first
Oh
kiss.
yeah.
But like if they would have kissed at the movie theater, and I think that would remove some. I think people are bummed out that that was their first kiss, and I think Jacksepticeye said it best when he
Mhm.
was playing. Is that like I didn't like the way that they got there. I think that I just like I think it was just heat. I think it was just such a heat in the moment thing about like I think the reason why people leaned away is like I think the people that leaned away was not only just because they were doing the Blazer route, but like it was such not a good time because they're both emotionally vulnerable, and like it was just like a heat in the moment thing where she just kissed. I don't like the way that I don't like that that was their first kiss. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a nice, beautiful scene. I just didn't like the way we got there, and I think that they were gonna pull the trigger. I feel like episode 4 was the right fucking thing to do, or even at the house party scene for all I care. I just think that the way their first kiss was not where I would want it to be, and I think that's what caused a lot of the discourse with the dispatch community with that. But that's just my take on it.
Uh, that's just a theory.
Some would say a game theory. Ah, sorry, that was cringe. Um,
It
but
wasn't cringe.
but I think I've done a good point of what I was trying to say. But what are your things that if you were in charge of ad hoc, what would you have done a little differently in season 1 of Dispatch?
I
there is
would
any.
have for number one, Baby No Money would have been in it.
Oh my god, dude. I know
Baby
you're
No
not
Money
gonna
would have
take
been in
this
it.
shit seriously.
Baby No Money.
I'm taking it serious.
That's insane.
Is this not serious to you? Okay, whatever. No, fine. Garrett, go ahead. Go ahead. Silencing
that's all
women.
you have?
typical Mark.
No. Let me hear the rest.
No,
'Cause
silencing women. Go on.
now I'm curious now.
Go ahead, Garrett.
No, you weren't curious before.
No.
Because he
Oh.
wants to silence women.
Shut the fuck.
This is why I don't go first because I
Not
just
even
didn't have anything in
denying
mind.
This is your gorilla show, everyone.
Shut that fat cat.
I'll call you a racist, but never a liar.
Oh my god.
I don't know. What would I change? Maybe like same thing like you said. Maybe just like a little bit more of like more scenes between Blazer and Robert, and more
Mm-hmm.
and like more of a not as slow as a build up to with Robert and Invisigal, because like you said, there wouldn't have been as much tension during the locker room scene.
Mm-hmm.
Based off what Emily said, also, casting, I think we could have had some other cool picks as well, maybe. Maybe some other.
They're definitely
You
gonna
know who
ball
could be
out.
phenomenal?
They're gonna ball out for season 2.
You know who could have been phenomenal, man?
Jack
Who?
Black.
Markiplier. Hello, everybody. My name is Phenomenal Man.
I could see it. He kind of looks like him too.
Right?
I think they're
Maybe
gonna
Anthony
ball.
Starr.
They're gonna ball out for season 2 with voice acting. I think, like I said, like one of the best things is that they should just cast Bryan Cranston as Robert's father. Fucking have Jesse Pinkman,
Who the
Mr.
fuck is
White.
Bryan Cranston? Oh wait, is that
That's Walter White.
Jesse?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Walter White. That's crazy. That's how you knew him. Yeah, from Hey Jesse. I think, like I say, Baby No
What?
Money.
Oh no. Wait. Oh no, wait. Is he from Hey Jesse? I meant what?
No.
No,
You were right.
Garrett's just stimming. He's just stimming.
Oh, I was
Leave
like,
him.
I thought he was like Walter White. Like Jesse,
No.
you need to cook.
Yeah,
He
dude.
is.
Every time he said bitch, and I'm like, bitch. Yes, science, bitch.
Science, bitch.
Every time he said it, I couldn't stop thinking about it. They're like I said, they're definitely gonna ball out on cast. I think they're gonna get a lot more like YouTubers. I would love to see like other voice actors in there as well. I want, dude. Give me Troy Baker, man. I fucking love Troy
Ooh.
Baker.
Troy Baker.
Dude,
you know who
he's-
would be a great villain? Fucking Anthony Starr.
Oh, dude, he's good at anything, man. He's good at editing. Or give me Keith David, man. I fucking love Keith David. Is my shit frozen again?
Are
Who's
we supposed to
calling
know
me
who this
now?
is?
Who's calling
I
me?
don't know who it is.
You don't know who Keith David is?
No.
I don't know who either one
Your
of them
mic
are.
just cut off.
I
cut
know,
out.
and my computer's fucking not doing
Oh my
all that
God.
well.
Oh, wait. He looks like the guy from Arrested Development.
Who?
Who? Anthony Starr?
The Fox.
The Fox?
Zootopia. Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman. Who looks like Jason Bateman?
Whoever Garrett said.
Anthony Starr? You think Anthony Starr looks like fucking Patrick? I almost said Patrick Bateman. That's a different Bateman.
That'd be another good actor. Anthony Starr, that would be a peak villain actor for the show. I think.
Yeah. You know, I can't believe you don't know who fucking Keith David is. For the new generation, he's fucking Husk in Hazbin Hotel. He was in fucking Princess and the Frog. He's the villain in Princess and the Frog.
Wait. Who's Princess and the Frog?
He's the villain. He's
Wait,
the
who-
voodoo
I know
guy.
who Keith David is. Yeah, your mic cut out the entire time I was talking.
Oh, my fault. I hope the fucking audio isn't bugged. It's gonna be fucking bugged because my thing is
Oh
lagging.
my God, he was in Princess and the Frog. Okay, he's goated actually.
Yeah, dude. Keith David is like a villain in almost everything. He's a villain
He
in everything.
actually
but-
is goated.
He's such a
kinda
good
is,
voice.
though. He's a villain on a lot of things, bro.
Okay, I'm curious. I've said to you guys, the people at home, I will die on the hill that Robert Robertson looks like a young Ryan Reynolds. I will die on that
We've been
fucking
over
hill.
this so many times.
I think he does, man. I'm not crazy, bro. I'm not crazy. I think I think if there was ever a live action Dispatch, they should have. Plus, he just gives off Ryan Reynolds. I said it when I first started playing the game. Like his vibe and his sarcasm, his humor, it reminds me of Deadpool a lot. I just think, but obviously everybody knows that fucking Rhea Ripley would be Malevolent in a live action Dispatch.
You can't even say her name, bro.
I
Put
don't
some
give a
respect on Malevolent,
fuck,
bro.
man. Muscle mommy. What about that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Mama. Let's call her Mama.
Mom.
Oh, you know what I say, Mama.
Big mom.
I know I'm forgetting
Mama.
something because I'm gonna like listen to this back and I'm like, oh, I should have talked about that because I'm trying to like let go of this game. This is the reason why I wanted to do this because I want to do one big game review, and then just leave it. You know, because the more I fucking talk about it, the more I do it, I'm gonna be fucking more sad that it's over. And my fucking shit froze.
Yeah. Your mic keeps cutting out, by the way,
he's
like
gone. That's
consistently.
fine.
Shit,
Whatever.
it's our podcast
Oh.
now. Oh, he's
Oh,
back.
welcome to the Garrett and Emily podcast. I'm talking.
Yeah, this is the
We're
Garrett and Emily
we're
podcast
talking.
now. Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
the
this is
Garrett
us.
and Emily podcast now.
Hey guys. Yeah, Marco's
Bro.
no
Marco
longer
kinda
with
sucked
us.
ass.
My
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
computer is bugging. What is happening right now, man? Holy shit. I know you're talking. I'm just saying stall for time. Well, I was trying to fucking think.
Oh.
You guys are
sorry,
fucking
we were-
horrible co-hosts. God damn it.
What? We literally said this is the Garrett and Emily show now.
This is the good. That's a horrible ass show, bro. Don't subscribe to
Okay,
that
sorry, I
shit.
thought of it on the spot. What's the Barilla show?
Yeah. Guys,
Pasta
in the
show?
comments, let us know. Would you guys like to see a Garrett and Emily show rather
God
than a Barilla
damn.
show? Yeah, let us know in the
Guys.
comments.
Absolute
No,
cringe
no.
fest, bro. I mean,
That would not be a cringe fest,
That would have
bro.
been an absolute
I think
slop.
you would
That
say
would be
peak fest.
actually the goat fest. Actually.
Peak fest.
Yeah.
Get out of this guy. I'm trying to think. Okay, hold on. I think I've gotten like I don't know what else I've said. I think. All right, here's my big question. When do you guys? Okay, let's start with the basic. Will there be a season 2 Dispatch?
I feel like they
Did
would.
you just say words?
Gary understood me.
I did
feel
not
it'd be
understand a
stupid.
word you just said.
Will there be a season 2 of Dispatch? Yes or no?
Didn't they
I
confirm
think they'd
it?
be stupid not to.
Really. They've teased it.
So basically, they confirmed it.
Damn,
They
man, that's
tease it. They kind of have. They're gonna do it. They wouldn't just tease it and be like, "Ha ha, jokes on you." Like,
yeah, they just grab the money and leave, and then they just close Ad Hoc Studio.
haha, 30 million in our pockets. Screw all of you guys. We're done.
That would be fucking hilarious. I obviously think there is. I think, again, like I said before, they've said in interviews too, where like it's a cool problem to have because like they didn't know that season 2 was going to be in the talks at all before the game came out because they wasn't sure. It didn't get a lot of traction when it first got released. Oh my god, this fucking computer's so stupid.
Garrett, have you also been hearing every once in a while that it sounds like Marco is on like 2 times speed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's
Okay, cool.
buffering. This shit's gonna be hard as shit to listen to. God damn it.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah, it's just gonna be you
I'm
that's
always
hard
hard when I'm
to
listening
actually.
to the Barilla show. Am I right? Or am I right?
Alright. Your fucking mic sounded like shit. That's crazy.
Well, I have a reason because my mic is shit. You have a PC
You have no
and your
excuse.
thing just
Play
sucks.
worker.
My PC just sucks ass, dude. It's not my mic, it's my PC.
Like father, like son. Am I right?
What does that even mean?
If
I'm saying
Marco
that
was
you
my
suck
dad, I think I'd cry.
I never met your dad. I've been close. I've seen your car. You went to his car. I never actually met your parents.
I know.
Me and Emily's parents are like, twins, bro. We're like big, we go way
'Cause my
back.
parents don't stick around for any. I mean, my
Dude,
dad
you're
stuck around
literally
for
my
the.
dad if he was Italian instead of Jewish.
That's crazy. Mazel tov.
People have thought that he was Italian before, though, and he's just like,
I
no,
could
I'm just
definitely
Jewish."
get that. I could definitely. He gives off a little bit of Italian.
And he's not.
I know he's not, but I just think he gives off.
Well, you kind of give Jewish too because of your hair.
Well, all curly hair people have Jewish.
No. I've been asked. I don't even know. I can't even count on my hands how many times I've been asked if I was Jewish because of my hair.
Yeah.
It's just the stereotype.
No, not even that. It's a stereotype. It's just like Jewish people have really curly hair, like most of the time.
Jesus didn't have curly hair, and he was Jewish.
Motherfucker.
Garrett, was your hair promised you 3,000 years ago, man? Is that what it is?
20 million.
We're getting so off track. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I promise this gets better. We'll talk about this after. When okay, in your opinion, if there's a season 2, when do you think it'll be out of Dispatch?
Not
2 or 3
anytime
years.
soon.
2 or
Well,
3
yeah.
years.
Huh? What do you think? What year do
2
you
to
think?
3 years.
2 to 3 years.
Do the math.
I think end of 2028. I'm predicting it. Honestly,
Really?
it would make yeah. I think like sometime September to like awfully in the same time as this game.
I
Like
gotta take into account that they're working on the Critical Role game too.
yeah,
So
that's why I'm saying it's gonna
probably
like.
gonna be 28, 29, maybe 30.
There's no fucking way that we're waiting 5+ years, Garrett. I think it's 3.
But we're not. We're waiting 4 years.
We're not waiting for it. There's no way.
Yes.
No, I refuse.
It depends on how long the Critical Role game takes to make. If they don't instantly start working on Dispatch Season 2, if they have half, let's say they had this with all the money they get, let's say they also part of that is going to Critical Role because Critical Role help with a lot with that. So you got to take that into account.
No, they're
as well.
investors. Yeah, they invest
Exactly.
in the
So they have to
company.
pay back the investors, and with that, with the Critical Role game, they're gonna have to spend time work on that, assuming they don't instantly start working on Dispatch Season 2. And if they hire more people and they split the team in half. Half works on Dispatch, half works on the Critical Role game. But if they were to do one, if they say, let's say, since they owe Critical Role the games, they're gonna do that first. That alone might take 2 to 3 years to make. And Dispatch, it's been said, what was it? It took them about 2 years to make all the voice lines. Was that
No,
what it
it
was?
took just Aaron Paul. It took Aaron Paul 2 years to do
Exactly.
But then again, like you also keep in mind, and this is like there's like pros and cons to this, right? Is that like not that they had it took damn near a whole decade for this to come into fruition. Like they started the sketch work. Obviously, you saw the sketch work from
That was
back in
my
20.
thing.
Huh?
Oh. And I'm back.
No. Like the sketch work all the
My
way
thing
back.
was freaking out now.
See, fucking knew it. The sketch work started back in 2021. I think now that they have something to go off of, I think it's gonna take a little more less time. But that being said, I think it's gonna take a long time because you have to keep in mind that they went through different sketch art. They had to go through different designs of each character. They had to go through what this person. But now that they have all that set in stone, that cuts out half of the production time. And again, I'm as someone who has fuck all experience in game design and anything to do with this world and stuff. This is what I'm thinking. Like I still think it's gonna be 3 years until we get it season 2. But I still think that not only that, but like you said, with all the money and all the funding and all the fundraising and traction and attention it's gonna get, they get a bigger staff, they get a bigger team. It's a double-edged sword where like, well, yes, if you get a big enough staff, you can split the teams into doing one for a Critical Role game and one for season 2 Dispatch. But then I feel like one project is gonna get more love than the other, and then that's kind of like
Oh no.
no, yeah, I'm basically that's what I said. What were you gonna say?
No, I thought that my thing was tweaking because you cut out, and then my thing did tweak for a minute,
Or just
and then I don't know.
you're just
Is
mad
Garrett gone?
geeked, huh?
What?
Oh, okay. Garrett wasn't talking. And now, oh wait, I thought I was gone again. Am I gone? No,
Oh, you're here.
Marco's gone.
No, I'm here. We're just mad geeked right now.
I'm geeked.
I'm geeked.
I'm geeked. I'm geeked.
But yeah, I do think like I just don't want ad hoc to get burned out like Telltale. That's because they're all Telltale. Most of them are former Telltale employees. The same thing happened with them when they took on too many projects, too many licensed IPs, and it just absolutely shat the bed, and that's how they went bankrupt.
Well, so far they don't have any licenses, and
Well, yeah.
they're only working with one thing. But again, that's gonna depend on whether or not they're like, oh, we
I,
can get more money.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm just comparing the burnt out process and like you know, I don't
Yeah.
want them to get crash and burn like Telltale did. Because again, like I don't think this is the end of Dispatch. I don't think it should be because there is just a plethora of shit like and plenty of stuff
Oh.
to do, and there's so much more lore. There's so much more content. I want to know about more. Like there's characters that still need to be fleshed out before But like I said, I do think
Yeah.
that what is your wish list for season two? What are you looking forward to in
Maybe
this
no
season?
money.
Baby, yeah, I guess that's valid.
That's a good question.
Um, also Ethan Nestor because he said he would like to be in it, and I think that would be really fun.
Dude, I cannot see him voice acting.
Jack Black.
Damien Haas, actually, that would be so. Oh, I love Damien. I love Damien.
That's
I
crazy.
think I think I would
Damien
like to see what's his fuck Anthony Starr maybe.
Anthony
Like
Starr's
that'd be really
the
cool.
that'd be dude. He's such
Maybe,
a good.
as a villain, maybe because he's really fucking kind of, or even like you said, Bryan Cranston as a villain. I mean, I know like as his dad that like to like but Jesse Pinkman and freaking Walter White, but I feel like he's a really condescending dude with a really condescending voice if he plays it good enough. I think that he'd be a good villain even.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of things I would want. I think the reason why I'm pushing for take longer, because like obviously if I were selfish, I would want it to like right now, right here. I want it like
Well,
in
to be
year.
fair, haven't you been like, I want season 2 right now, right now?
Well, I joke. I think everybody in the fucking community. What do you want season two right now? I'm
No,
not.
because it would be bad.
No,
So I don't want it. No.
I'm also just being sarcastic about it. But like I think that with longer time, we get more longer episodes and more episodes. I think we're gonna get at least 13 plus episodes in season two if they're taking longer. But I think depending on how everything goes, like you said, I think depending on um the way shit goes, I do think like I said, one, I want more episodes. Two, I want longer episodes. Not because I'm selfish and I'm just I think it would benefit because that's the one thing that I think they was lacking was more character, background. I want to learn more about their origin stories and shit, and because we already know most about Robert. If you read the comics, and they kind of do sort of explain it in the game with Robert's backstory. But what about like Courtney's backstory? What about Mandy? That's just like that's the one thing that's my one critique I have of the game is that they don't give enough showtime to other Z team members. And I think with more episodes and more time, they get more of that. I think the dispatching part's fine. I think they should keep that the way it is.
I think we need a free play mode immediately. I need a free play mode.
Yeah, we were just
Yes.
talking about
I
that.
need it. I need it.
We were just talking about that.
Did we?
I don't. I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, I think. What do you guys think season two would be about? I'm really curious. What do you have like any storylines you think it could be about?
I think
Robert's
I don't want it to be, but I think it could be about Invisibaby, and I don't want that. And I think I would kill someone if that was how it was, and I
Wait, but
really don't want
what?
that. If they had a baby, right? Allegedly. if they had a
Damn,
baby.
we moving only in the second season. We're moving that
Well, no,
fast.
what I'm saying is, a lot of times, that's what happens. I
A
don't
lot,
want it.
yeah. She's got a point though. A lot of shows like they'll time jump so
I know
many
that.
years or months, and
I
they'll have
know
a
that, but
child.
the
Well, I
problem
don't want
is the
I'm putting it out there. If that happens, I will be angry.
I wouldn't fucking be angry. I'd be
I
cute.
would because
No,
then
because
what happens? Well, then they also need to explain them what
she
happened in the years between.
she
Yeah.
needs to be her own person, and I feel like a lot of times what happens is they will be like, "Oh, this woman is now just a mother," and they're not their own person anymore. And Busy is such her own person. I need her to be that. And if they
I
watered her down, I would kill someone.
I think you're not wrong, and that's the other thing that's gonna be hard to do. Like, I don't think we get like a the idea of Robert having a child is so not a season two thing in my opinion. But if they were to go down the route, they have to justify also the fact that like they're gonna incorporate your ending of season 1 into season 2. What if Mandy and Robert have a baby? What if
I
Courtney
think
and
either
Robert?
way they have to figure that out, you know?
That's why like, I'm just trying to like think like how would they do a smooth transition? Because I mean, Garrett,
They would.
you've played Telltale games more than I have. How did they do that with Walking Dead, where your choices
Well,
from one season episode go to
okay.
another one?
So in The Walking Dead, those are the only Telltale games I've played.
Mm.
Let me put that in perspective. They from what I know, well, I also have the definitive edition, so everything's already in one game. But if you played another game, it would be like, oh, you played this game before? Or if you haven't, I think it would ask you just to make a cut, or if you don't want to continue off of already made save file, it would ask you to just make a couple of like just bigger decisions. But overall, the only like they didn't like really like the decisions affected the game itself, not like future instances to say.
Mm-hmm.
From what I saw, I made a lot of like decisions a lot of people made though, from what I saw. And from what I know, like from based on my experience, I'm replaying it, by the way. So I mean,
Mm.
I'm gonna try and when I get through them all again, I'll let you know, or at least when I get to the next game. But they seem like they transfer over, obviously, the decisions that you make through some cloud, I'm assuming, through the cloud. But the decisions aren't like major ones. They're like, oh, did you like oh, I miss this person, or oh, I haven't thought about him in a long time. Oh, do you remember when this person did that? Or like their character like it changes or some sorts. Like they're like things like that. They're not like really, oh, she's dead, but she lived, but she didn't. So okay, they keep continuing through the thing, but they don't like, oh, okay, so you chose to save so and so. Okay, well now so and so's in this game now because you saved them. It's more of, oh, I remember that person. Like that's really the only dialogue changes there are.
Mm-hmm.
From my knowledge. But again, I need to
Uh,
replay them all.
I didn't really answer my question, but I understand your emotion.
Well, what what do you mean by that then? Because that's about all I can explain.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just I don't know because I don't I'm even gonna replay. I want to go on a binge of Telltale games after I'm done with Undertale. Um, where because I do want to play the Walking Dead series. I do want to play the Batman series, and maybe I'll do Tales of the Borderland. But that's the one thing that they have to address, and I think many people are gonna be upset. I think people are gonna find a way to be upset with the way they had to do that because people have been arguing. Um, people are always arguing about like what should be the canon ending. People think that the villain Invisigal ending should be the canon ending. Like and I'm like to that point, like what if the people who wanted the relationship, like would Invisigal be the villain of season 2? And like she has like
Because your story's not your own, man.
yeah, like that doesn't make any sense. That's why a big want and need for season 2, I think, has to do with there being a good villain. Because the thing is, like, one of the things, right, is that like one of the things I loved was Shroud. I think Shroud was a really good villain for a first season. And I mean, obviously, it's fucking Matt Mercer, so his voice is gonna sound amazing, and I love Matt Mercer for that. Um, I just think we didn't get nearly enough of Shroud, in my opinion. And obviously, they expect you to read I don't know if they expected. They kind of like had an idea, like, oh, well, if you want to learn more about him, buy the comics. Well, if somebody doesn't want to buy the comics, then you don't know enough about why he did. Like, they explained it briefly, like, okay, he killed your father. You don't know why until like the kind of like the very end of the game where you're like, he promised me a mech suit if I helped him build the Astro Pulse. But if you're at the comics, you kind of already knew the whole reason. Do you both know, besides the whole, do you know the reason why Shroud killed Robert's father? I'm curious.
I didn't read any of the comics.
Because he was like, build the thing, and he didn't build the thing. That's why I didn't read the
That's
comics.
the thing. It's very descriptive. Yes.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Yes.
The whole idea, I think, because again, I don't have the comics, but I've seen people talk about it, is that I think because he was never in the Brave Brigade, but despite what the game says, I don't think his name was around Eli. I don't think he was ever actually in the Brave Brigade. I think Chase wanted him to be in the Brave Brigade. Like they took like a vote between the people on the team, and Robert's father didn't want him to be on the team, and he didn't trust him. And then like one day he went to I forgot where, and like challenged Robert's father to be in a fight. He's like, "Oh, get in the suit. I can prove it to you." And without him being in the suit, Robert's father like manhandled the shit out of him. And then he came back eventually drunk and fucking killed him. Again, the whole thing about like the other thing that I don't understand about Shroud's character is that they depict him as like this guy who can predict anything. Like he's smart as shit. You know, in hindsight, yeah, he is. But the dude's also a D1 liar. Like it didn't in the comics, he only shot him once. But in the game, he says, I one bullet to his shoulder, one bullet to his head, one bullet, and you see his father's revolver with only one bullet left in it. But like, and that's why also why I didn't believe at the end when he said, "Yeah, we planted Invisigal here, and she's been on the same, a different payroll." And like, it's been, it kind of depicts itself as him being just a fucking chronic liar. And I think that if they would have spent more time, I wanted the backstory a little bit, why he wanted to join the Z team. But in the end, that just goes back to what I was saying about like they just didn't have the time. But
I don't think he was lying about Vizzy, because first of all, she tells us prior that she was working with him prior to that, and they also when he says that, the people don't stop her when she goes to take their guns, and they throw her a mask. She doesn't. That no one stops her when she goes to take one of their guns. So he clearly wasn't lying about that. Unless one of them just happened to have one of her respirators on standby.
yeah, I just think that like, because the thing, I had an early like idea about like how each two episodes kind of like have the same theme. Like the first two episodes is the introduction, why Robert's an SDN, the Z team. And then episodes 3 and 4 is the romance episodes where we start to have that, the idea and the big choice between Blazer. And then 5 and 6 is the team bonding and the team. I was hoping that like in episodes 5 or 6 we would get more Shroud. And technically in episode 6 we did get Shroud, but it was only for like, a couple of minutes, not even. I kind of wish we got a little more of him, but the time that he does get it for episode 7 and 8, he did a fucking fantastic job. That's why I wish. That's why I wish during the next season we get the villain, you know, motive and backstory a little early on, so that way it has time to like develop. Because for this game, you're wondering like, okay, when's Shrek gonna show up? When is shit gonna happen? Because you already have the idea of like who the villain is because they show him in episode 1, but then you don't know anything about him or any motive until episode 7, and you're like, okay, well, what the fuck happened in between episodes 1 and 7? Why is he like, I don't know. I just think I wish they kind of did a more job explaining fucking Shroud. I think season 2 has to have a perfect villain. I think an idea that I had and I kind of like is that I think the villain should be like Courtney's long lost brother. Like I think Courtney grew up in a fucked up childhood. I think judging by the way her characteristics and her persona and like the way she acts, I think she has some sort of like trauma back from her childhood. And I think they through flashbacks and night hiding it in between a comic book, they should explain like both of them were, they got abused by their father, or like their mother was a very nice lady and she was, but she of course, with like any fucking superhero film, the mom always dies or somebody dies, and like their father was an alcoholic asshole. Courtney left to go make her name for herself to get out, but she promised her little brother to come back. She never did. Now she has this new family with the Z team. She's and then with them defeating Shroud, the child or the brother finds out where she is, and like, you left your real family to join a fake family, and like that right there, that's all the motive you need is right fucking there. You abandon your real family to go play superhero with your other family. That's the fucking motive you need right there. I think that, like, in the reveal, it obviously shouldn't be revealed at all until like the midway through the season. Like, by the way, I'm your brother. Like that. Like, oh, that makes sense. Like, I think that should. That's just my idea of what they should do. I think that would be it's a cool thing to do. It also gives you a good example of what what lore you would want, like what you would want to see in a backstory, because that's something that obviously, because it's a brand new show and a brand new season, they're not gonna have enough time to do. Plus, I think Courtney, are in my opinion, is already the most important, one of the more important characters in the game, and I think this will just amplify people's like interest in her. I don't know. That's my idea. Did I or did I not? Did I or did I not cook? That sounds good. That sounds pretty good.
I'm gonna be so for real, man. I zoned out for like half of that.
I know you did, because both of you are fucking quiet.
What?
I'm fine. I'm paying attention.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry, my meds wore off and I was at school all day. Okay.
Oh my god, my collar's blue, but my neck is red, like in head ass. You be quiet. Big whoop. Do you guys want to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's, or you guys are tired and want to get off?
I don't care.
We can talk about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, I'm gonna be for real, bro. I've been playing Clash the whole time, so
yeah,
like, I'm not.
I could tell.
All right, this is a great segue. What is up with Men in Clash? Okay, what is up with this? Okay?
I don't like.
What the fuck?
Dude,
I think my boyfriend, he's like, I'm playing Clash. I'm like, oh, Clash of Clans. He says, no, Clash Royale. And he gets so angry about it. And it's so stupid. Oh my god.
I don't play that,
It's the
honestly.
stupidest thing in my
I
life.
never got into that. I never got into Clash. I played it vividly for a little bit. I played Clash of Clans. I didn't play Clash Royale, whatever the fuck. I never got into that. I don't play many mobile games as it is. I really don't. It's just TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter, Instagram, and all that. I don't play. I literally have a folder on my phone just of most used apps, and I really don't go anywhere other than that. I don't play mobile games in 2025. I used to.
Well, you know what's a really good mobile game you can play in 2025?
Raid Shadow Legends.
No. Super Auto Pets. Now, Super Auto Pets is on Steam. It's also on the App Store.
Hashtag really, fucking
really
sponsored.
Great game. Free game on Steam and the App Store. Super Auto Pets. I love you, Super Auto Pets. I haven't played it in like months.
Okay, but one thing before we fully segue off, because
Five Nights at Freddy.
No, but not that. I'm saying one last question for Dispatch. I have. What got you into the game besides me? Obviously, besides me yapping about all the time. What really drawn you into the game?
I think it was because Jacksepticeye was in it.
It's what?
Jacksepticeye was in it, so I was like, well, it has to be good.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I remember,
and then I found out Alana's in it. I love you, Alana. I love Alana. And then Charlie Moist Critical is in it.
So just like the voice acting staff is what.
Yeah, the voice acting. Yeah, they were awesome. And then also Jesse Pinkman's in it. Why? I don't know.
Bitch. I mean, because like I first heard the game when it got announced last year at the Game Awards, and I was like, "Oh my god, Jacksepticeye is in it."
Until,
yeah, it got also. Like I said to Garrett, I almost called you Robert. I've been saying Robert so many times. I told the Garrett, like, when they announced at the Gaming Awards last year, guess who announced it? Fucking Laura Bailey and Aaron Paul. So I mean, it's it's canon that Courtney and Robert are meant to be with each other. It's in the stars.
That's cute.
Plus, Laura Bailey loves the hashtag Invisimech movement that's going on. That's the fucking. I don't see Blazer having a ship name.
Because Blazer sucks balls.
Blazer.
Blazer doesn't suck balls. I don't like her with Mecha Man. Sorry.
I think they'd make a cute couple. I think they do.
I think you would make.
Okay, I actually have. This is funny because I posted on Twitter a few days ago because I was just bored and I was genuinely curious.
Actually, it's called X now.
Yeah,
Shut
stupid.
the fuck up, man. I ain't calling it.
Hey, jackass.
Hey, jackass. Okay, so
How are you feeling?
here's the question, and I'm really curious to see you guys' opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
If, like, kind of going like what you were saying about the whole baby route, if Robert and Courtney would have a baby, would Courtney allow Robert to name their child Robert Robertson IV?
I think he would not want that.
Okay, what are you, Garrett?
He would want that because I think it would be a really funny bit in her eyes, and he would be like, "I'm not naming my stupid fucking kid that."
What about you, Robert? I mean, God! What about you, Garrett?
What about you, Robert Robertson?
That's me, guys.
Garrett Garrettson.
Well, Garrett.
I think that it would be funny if he did, but I doubt that he would want that, like you said. But I also think that I think it also comes into play of what if it's not a boy? What if it's a girl?
Yeah.
My answer to that was, what if he just named her Roberta?
Roberta. That's fucking stupid as shit.
Bobby. You know?
Bobby
Jr.
Little wabi sabi.
And here's a part two, and I'm very curious to see. So again, another thing they don't learn or know is how they get the powers. Or is it like the boys where it's a fucking serum, or they're born with it? If the child were to have invisible powers, would the child still need the mech suit to pick up the mantle of the next Mecha Man? That's like you really gotta think about it, because like it would be what, an invisible mech suit? Like, how would the child have powers in the first place? I mean, it's all like questions that are eating at my fucking head.
How do the powers get passed down? Like, what is the thing? You know, her parents.
It's different. It varies from like different. Like I say, does that mean that like fucking Invisigal's parents both had invisible powers, or like one did and one didn't, or is, like I said before,
it might be like that's what my question is too. Like, is it like passed down traits? Like,
yeah, like it's hereditary.
Are they recessive, or
maybe as they
like,
get old,
they also have to have the invisible gene.
Exactly. Because again, with Robert's boring bitchless powers, and then Robert and Courtney's invisible powers, will the baby be it could be a 50-50 shot if the baby would even have powers in the first place. So it's kind of like I don't know. That's a good question. It really does. But even if the baby does have powers, would he be like Mecha Man? You know what I mean? Like, because if he goes invisible, what's the point of having the mech suit?
If the baby doesn't have powers, the baby is Mecha Man then. Because Mecha Man don't have powers.
Yeah. It's a very, I don't know why, I was just thinking about myself. Like this goes down a way more like methodical like way that I was thinking about. Hold on. Because I don't know where I've written it down. Damn it. I think I think Courtney would name him Robert Robertson, but I don't think Robert would, because I think by giving him,
I think she would think it's so funny.
Again, obviously you could have the funny bit like you said, which I would love, but like in a much more like kind of like more serious tone, like giving your child the mantle of Mecha Man is something that I think Robert, again, judging by the comics, Robert's father's an asshole, and I think there's some animosity between Robert and his father growing up. I think the sole purpose of him having Robert was for him to be the next Mecha Man. I don't think Robert wants that for his child. I think.
Not gonna lie, guys, we're gonna go for a pee break. Okay, I'll be back.
Damn, that was
Word.
fucking loud.
Dude, I was about to pee myself, dude. I was like waiting for you to shut up, and then you wouldn't. I
Oh
was
no,
gonna be
man.
like, dude,
You
you have
should
like
know
5
me
minutes.
by now. I'm not gonna fucking.
I'm done. No, dude, I'm not gonna pee myself. I'll be back. Have fun.
That'd been funny.
And no one's gonna tell me not to fall in, and no one's gonna say go piss, girl. Whatever. You guys hate me.
Good luck. Have fun.
Thank you.
I hope she slips.
Go fuck
What's wrong with
I hope she slips. Anyways,
You're a terrible person.
good.
Ugh.
Ugh. I don't think Robert wants that fucking pressure of making his child the next Mecha Man. Because I think it's going to be like a moral. And this is the thing I said. I even did a TikTok about this. I want them to make this like. I want them to focus on like the mental thinking and the mental backing of Robert, like a good priority of the story. Like I want them to make it a struggle for Robert to like, either go back to being Mecha Man or, retire and just become just the dispatcher. I also want it like that's what I want because I want to see. I want Robert's one of the most Robert is one of the best MCs of 2025. He is like a really, really good fucking fleshed out main character. But I think that there's a lot of work to be done, and I think that there's a lot. Like I said, the plate is empty. That you can do whatever you fucking seek to make it better. And I think that by exploring the fact that Robert's father is an asshole and like he kind of like mentally abused him. I think that it should be like more discussed that like maybe he doesn't want he's gonna end the Mecha Man because again we learned in the first episode that the Mecha Man tradition is to die in the suit. What if Robert doesn't want that for the child? So like he breaks the fucking family tradition. He doesn't name his child Robert Robertson. He doesn't I think ultimately I think it's gonna be up to the child themselves if they want to be Mecha Man. I think the child's gonna be good no matter what, because hopefully by then Courtney's fully a hero. It is a cool concept. Again, that's another route they could go on for season 2 or for season 3, when that ever comes out. What do you think? I think that's a good.
I think that'd be interesting, definitely. I mean, I definitely don't. I do want to know if what he wants to do with his kid, but I also I want to know. I don't want them to like Emily was saying earlier. I don't want them to like have a kid just for the sake of having a kid.
No,
in the
I
next
think
season.
that's right. I don't think they're doing it in season 2. That's gonna be
Because that time gap would be freaking ginormous.
I think they should.
Unless they rush.
No. They're definitely not. There's definitely like a slow. I like the idea of like Courtney being like madly in love with Robert, like like needy and like it's fun, it's cute, it's nice, it's Courtney really because again, Robert's the first person to ever have put faith in her, and then obviously that attraction between the two, it's it's powerful. That's love. That's what love is, and I want them to explore that. I think they need to have a season just for them to be a couple, and that's all. Like obviously,
100%.
Fucking hell, they could get married in the end of season 2, and then maybe in season 3, then that's where you put
Dude, I need
the
that
baby.
image, that one image of that to come true, bro. That'd be so tough.
It's gonna happen.
That'd be so
man.
friggin' tough, bro.
It's gonna happen, and again, I think it's season 2 of Dispatch is gonna make or break Ad Hoc. I really do, because now that they're going in with a lot of expectations, and a lot of attention, this can I feel I hope the pressure doesn't start to crack under an Ad Hoc. You know what I mean? I don't want them to go into it with what I don't want it to be rushed. That's why basically I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get you.
But I mean I'm trying to think, because again, like I said, I know I'm gonna.
That's my King Tower boy.
I know I want to talk about something, and I'm gonna be so mad, oh, I should have fucking said that. I'm really trying so hard to let this game go, but I really it's This game, what stood out for me in this game is the characters, obviously, but like the overall story of redemption. Like I love found family movies and shows and games. That's why like I immediately compared it to like Suicide Squad. I compared it to Guardians of the Galaxy. I compared it to Peacemaker with, and it reminded me of a lot of it. Like, a bunch of dysfunctional people loving and trusting each other. That's what I love. I like that. I like found family stuff like that. It's very sweet. And that's why like I really fell in love with that idea. And I think that's
Mhm.
why I would also love it. Another idea for season 2 that they think they should do is just expanding the Phoenix program. Like
Oh yeah, that'd be
I think
cool.
the game I think season 2 should start right where season 1 ended, like a week or two after the events. Like that like them graduating from the Phoenix program because obviously they don't need training anymore. Now that they're they get their hero license and whatever the fuck not. And I think it should like have a little little mini graduation ceremony, and then with the success of the Phoenix program, now that that specific SDM branch has a lot of attention, um, it gets enough traction to like get more villains turned, like a new cast of fuck ups, like the Y team instead of the Z team. You know what I mean? You can name it whatever the fuck you want.
Why theme?
I don't fucking. I'm just coming up with shit on the spot. But again, that's
The L team.
it's another good excuse to get more voice actors in the game. It's another good excuse to have musicians and YouTubers and
Update. I lived.
congratulations.
That was
Yeah.
not just a pee, bro.
Oh God, please. I don't wanna talk
Yeah,
about it.
let's not go into death on
I
podcast.
can't share information with you guys. Okay. All right.
Not on podcast. Let's go over this after.
What?
What?
Especially on the podcast.
What?
But
Did you hear? I think Emily would like my idea. Did you hear my second idea for season 2?
What for season 2?
My idea for another season 2. Like
What is it?
I think first off, I think that season 2 should start off a couple weeks after the events of season 1. So like not a big ass time gap like everyone thinks. I think it should start off with the Z team graduating from the Phoenix program now that they're superheroes to get their license or whatever the fuck not, like I said. And I think that this would segue and it'd be a good excuse to put more voice actors in the game, like restart the entire Phoenix program. Like SDN gets a lot of attention, and now other villains want to join the Phoenix program, and that's a good example of what you can have your Baby No Money, you can have Anthony Starr, whatever the fuck. It's a good excuse to make not only more original characters, but I also want to see the Z team become the mentors to this new Phoenix program. Like that would be like a cool like now you were the trainee, now you're the trainer, like type shit. That would
That's
be
really good.
like I want to
Yeah.
see fucking Invisigal try to like fucking be a mentor to a
Whoa,
villain.
whoa, 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 whoa,
What?
whoa, whoa, whoa. You want to see fucking Invisigal? Whoa, whoa.
Okay, dude, calm the
Whoa.
fuck down.
What, buddy? Buddy, you're a little bit of a gooner.
You shut the fuck up. Jesus, oh my god, fucking cringe fest. But I think overall to wrap it up, what is the rating? What's the? Do we do a letter or a number grade? What do you think?
Really good.
Really
I
good.
enjoyed it. That's my rating.
What? Okay, what's the letter grade? Like A, B, C.
I don't have, dude. Literally, okay. This is the thing. I can't like gauge stuff accurately like that. I don't know why, but I really like it.
So you're a liberal. Okay, got that.
What
Garrett?
I can't I don't know. I can't do that. People be like, rate this food on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm like, I don't know. And like I start
6,
crying.
7?
Dude,
Like a 6 or 7?
Shut the fuck up.
guys, the Garrett Emily show is canceled now. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
No!
the Emily and Marco show. Welcome in.
No, the Emily and Markiplier show.
Oh, buddy. What about
Yeah, I
you,
would do
Garrett?
that.
What's your final rating of Dispatch?
Letter grade, I'd probably go with A+. Not S, but A+. And look, I'd give it like an 8.5 to 9. It was amazing, but like
Honestly,
there was quite a few flaws.
yeah.
But it was their first game, so they have time to rebuild and grow. based on those
Literally, that's
flaws.
literally perfect.
So-
I was gonna say the same thing. There's like again, I don't doubt, even before the game ended, I never doubted that they were not. I mean, hopefully, again, we're recording this before the Gaming Awards announcements. Knock on wood. I'm hoping we get a season 2 is in development news. But like I said, we won't see season 2 for a good, pretty long time, at least until 2028, in my opinion. Um, I'll also give it the same. I'll give it like an A. I'll give it an A minus, just for the pure fact that, like I said, there is little consistencies here and there that, but I mean, again, it's my game of the year. I haven't played a game like this in such a long time, and I give this game so much credit for coming out at a perfect time, because like outside life, my shit was fucking not good, and then this game distracted me for that. It made me look forward to something every Wednesday. It rejuvenated my love for content creation and streaming, which I love. Um, but man, I'm so fucking excited for what to see what to come, and I'm gonna play the Critical Role game. Like I said before, I never heard of Critical Role before Dispatch. Obviously, I knew who Matt Mercer was, and because I'm not a big D&D guy, and I know that that's their whole thing.
The only reason why I knew about Critical Role is because they had something on Twitch where it was like this, like, I don't know, actor thing. I don't know, but Ethan Nestor was a part of it, and so that's how I know about them, and that's literally it.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
even know who Critical Role was until they mentioned it. So
that's insane.
that's my stance. I know who the people were. Like I know Matt Mercer. I know I knew like the actors, but like I don't know who Critical Role was until you told me about them.
Yeah. And it's so talented. And again, like I said, give like everybody gives Ad Hoc their flowers as well, which they rightfully so deserve. But give Critical Role their flowers as well, because again, not only they came, it's been well documented that they came at a perfect time where like they're about to go under, and like they invested in Ad Hoc, and their voicing is so incredible. Like I love the voice acting. I generally think outside of Breaking Bad, this is one of Aaron Paul's best performances. Like his voice, like you can genuinely tell, like he loves the character. Like he himself said, when Moist Critical interviewed Aaron Paul, like they both said that they want to do more seasons of this game. Um, and that's saying a lot. It's saying that like even in like an indie game in an indie studio like Ad Hoc, they have something. They have lightning in a bottle. They have the next big thing. Um, and like I said, one of Aaron Paul's best performances, I've obviously, of course, besides Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad. I love his performance. He gives such amazing performance in this. Um, like I said, I never heard
He
of
just has
Critical
so much
either.
emotion in it. It's really good.
It is,
Mhm.
yes, because like Aaron Paul has always played fucking tragic characters. I can't think of a role that he's done that has not been fucking tragic. Um, but like with this, people were saying because he recently did an interview where he turned down to be Powerplex in Invincible, which he did a really good job in Invincible. He was actually in the middle of doing Dispatch content where he got the call to go in on Invincible and do that. I think maybe that's why it took him another year, because he was also doing Invincible at the time. But I think that um like I said, like the way in his tone, his voice. Again, I can go on and on, but overall, I'm giving the game an A minus with a 9.5, 9.6. Fuck, and I'll give it a 9.7. Fucking, it just keeps going higher.
9.6 or 7?
I'm fucking disconnecting you from the call.
I'm sorry.
You're the one who made the joke, bro.
Yeah.
No, I said 9.6, and then he heard 6.
No, you said maybe 9.6, maybe my 9.7, and then I made
So
I
then-
made the connection.
Okay, so I accidentally made the joke, and then he just said it in a non-funny way. Got it.
Because it was so fun. No, I'm hilarious. Okay, you're the unfunny one. All right.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
you're the cornball, not me, buddy.
Oh, hold on, my baby's crying. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta let him in.
Invisigal is crying. Is that what you said? That's your baby. That's the other thing. Again, and I've said it. I've said it in TikToks, and I've said it in my videos. Go support Ad Hoc Studio. Go buy their merch. If they can't buy their merch with the game, make content about the game, spread the word. The more attraction, the more publicity this studio gets, the most likely we're gonna get more seasons of this game, and I really want more seasons of this game. So go support
Buy their
IDOC.
U2s,
Buy
please, so
buy
they
their
make more.
U2s. I'm gonna leave all their good stuff down in the link in the description for you guys to go check out because they deserve. And go watch my gameplay. Go watch my
Baby is
first.
saved. He just ate dinner and now he needs to poop. That's why he was crying.
Why are you talking about Invisigal like that? That's your baby.
No, I'm talking about Wyatt. No. First of all, it would be JD or Wyatt. Those are the two options. That's it.
Crazy.
Stupid. Come on, you didn't know this?
You didn't know this?
I don't know this.
Even I knew that.
Even Garrett knew that, you know?
And I'm me. Like, come on,
But
bro.
this-
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, you're cursing at children now? You're silencing children and women?
Good.
Yeah,
This is
Yeah.
your podcast host, everyone.
Good. Fuck
yeah. Come look at the Garrett Emily podcast.
Whoa,
episode.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
whoa,
Wow.
whoa.
Wow.
You just said fuck kids?
I said, fuck them kids, dog. You ever see that Michael Jordan quote, bro? You're no ball.
No, I don't think Michael
You know
Jordan
that's
would do
that's
that.
why Diddy's on trial, right?
What?
You know that's not just a thing you can do, right?
You heard it here first. He likes kids.
I'm talking about this fucking meme right here. Let me put it.
Well, you know what he does with Garrett.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean? Oh,
You're mad. We caught you in the act, buddy.
Oh, bitch, I'm talking
No,
about this fucking meme right here, bro.
now he's ending the episode.
Nah,
This is gonna
man.
be edited out.
You get the point.
Okay, bro.
You
Yeah, that
get
has
the
a whole
point.
new meaning in this world, buddy. So
Anyways, I think I'm done with this bet. I think I need to let it go because I need to move on. Look, it's a fucking toxic ex, man. Because if I keep talking about it, I'm just gonna be more depressed that it's over. But I
Toxic,
love
like the dick guy.
it's a toxic fucking day.
toxic.
That guy was fucking annoying as shit, man. He got no character development at all. He's just been a dick the entire fucking game. But I guess that's it. You see? Okay, now do you want to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's, or you wanted to?
Yeah. All right. My gripe with Five Nights at Freddy's, you couldn't really tell was Matt Pat. I understand there were voice changers. I
Spoilers.
Oh yeah, spoiler. Well, no, everybody fucking knew.
Whatever, they know. Whatever.
Everybody knew,
I
but
appreciate that we can
spoilers for
tell you
FNAF
Fox,
2.
Megan
Spoilers.
Fox sucks. I hate her. I hate Machine Gun Kelly. I hate you, Megan Fox.
She
Sorry.
wasn't
that-
Even
she
though
wasn't
you
that
are
bad.
pretty, you suck. And Machine Gun Kelly sucks even more. Okay? But I wish Matt Pat had more lines. I was really holding out hope that Markiplier would be in it, and he wasn't, even though they said Markiplier's not in it, but I thought he would be.
Who said
that's
he
it.
would? Who
That's
said he
it.
would?
Me, I said he would.
Okay, well that's your problem then. Again,
Well, I
he
had hope.
was probably busy fucking doing shit with
Iron Logan getting married. Guys, Markiplier's married. Markiplier's off the market, which he has been because he's been dating Amy for God knows how long now. But, you know, hey,
Not fair.
it's not fair. That should be you, not Amy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Darn right.
Guys, tell Markiplier to divorce Amy so he can get with Garrett, a 17.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
A consenting 17-year-old.
Yeah,
Dude,
Marco, he
we're
wouldn't
gonna-
consent to you.
we're getting in trouble, bro. Shut the fuck up.
It's you.
Oh
We
oh
are
my
a
god.
girl
Okay.
7.
I knew I wanted to talk about the music. The music in this game is fucking phenomenally peak. I just love the music.
Oh my god. I thought we're done.
I know, but I said I
You were
was
done
not
with
gonna
this
mention.
batch.
But no, like the music in the fucking game is amazing. I mean, I'm a big fan of Thought Squad now. Fucking Host Depressed and Pound Cake are absolute bangers of songs. Fucking shout out to fucking Bershi. I mean, she literally quit her job and go full time music because of the dispatch. Because how much love and appreciation she's been getting with radio. Call Me a
Check
Bitch.
it
That
out.
song makes me emotional and nostalgic now, and I can't stop thinking of Robert and Courtney every time I think of that song. Amazing. The original soundtrack is now on Spotify, which go listen to that. Some of the best music in the game, and you know, music plays such a big role in that game, and you know, it's fucking amazing. So that's what I wanted to quickly go over.
Every game.
I think I have to wrap things up. So I think we definitely gotta come back and talk about FNAF 2, the review. I have to
Yes.
go. But thank you so much for joining me, even though you guys are weird. That's why I like it.
We're weird.
Yeah.
Well, buddy.
You're weird.
You're
Thank you.
just
Do you
a
guys
friendly
wanna
fire.
any closing thought statements about Dispatch or anything other else?
Um,
And Emily's on mud.
I don't think
Great.
so.
Too late, Emily. Too late. Go buy Dispatch. Go support Dispatch. Go support Ad Hoc. Go support Critical Role. That's gonna be the end of Dispatch arc for me. I think I'm probably gonna regret saying that because it's probably not the case. Because I know I want to talk about this shit. But thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys have listened to this long, it's a 2-hour episode, man. It's been a long time since we had an episode of this magnitude on the podcast. Like I said, regarding the future of this podcast, it's up in the air. I think I have a couple more things planned, but I think, like I said in the last episode, I'm gonna take a year, the rest of December off for this podcast. Come back to 2026 with some ideas, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. But keep you guys updated on that. Like I said, if you liked the video, please consider subscribing, ring the bell. It's completely free to do so. Go follow the social medias. Again, if you
Oh my
guys
God,
want
wait. Sorry, I have a challenge for everyone. Sorry. Everyone currently who is listening, and Garrett and Marco, you are nominated. You guys are nominated, to subscribe to Adam McIntyre's challenge to get him to 500,000 before the end of the year because we love Adam McIntyre.
I don't know who
Okay,
the
please, guys. I
fuck
love you,
that
Adam
is,
McIntyre.
bro. I don't know who the fuck that is, and how dare you promote someone else's YouTube channel and my
don't have fun
YouTube
enjoying
channel.
yourself. Anyways, I nominate everyone listening, and you, Adam McIntyre, I nominate you to subscribe to Adam McIntyre's YouTube channel.
You can't subscribe. She's not already subscribed to her own YouTube channel. You should have said Amy McIntyre should subscribe to the Barilla Show podcast.
Adam McIntyre is not going to subscribe to the Brill Show podcast because Adam McIntyre is not gross.
Then I'm not gonna subscribe to her shit.
Hey,
The
but
fuck?
I'm on here. That means I'm gross. And that means you're
Well,
gross.
are you subscribed?
No, I don't
Am I
know who that
subscribed?
is. I
It's
don't know
okay.
who. I don't
It's
know
okay.
who.
You just don't have fun and joy.
What's her name? Amy McIntyre.
Adam McIntyre.
Adam McIntyre. Who is this fucking? I don't know who that is. 493,000. I don't. The D'Amelio family DoorDash girl goes of course. So she's just they basically do podcasting things.
Okay. Wrap this up. Come on.
Okay, cause you fucking distracted me, you dumbass.
I nominated everyone for the challenge. Okay.
I'm not.
Go on.
I'm not subscribing to that person, bro. I don't give. Anyways, do you guys want to promote your things? Do you have anything? Where will they find you on? Do you want to? Like, I know Garrett.
Instagram Emily Schwartz with I think 2 or 3 underscores.
Uh,
I think it's 3 or maybe it's 2. I don't know. Other stuff. Find me. Don't find me. Don't find me.
Nobody wants to find you.
Well,
Don't find me.
stop.
Don't dox me.
I'll leak the address.
My Twitch.
What?
I'm on Twitch.
What?
At Master Chief Reese, RHYS Reese, and my TikTok. I make edits now. It's MASTR. Yeah, that's me.
Dude, if you
I've been
guys want to
Dispatch
support, Garrett makes some of the most fire dispatch edits on the block, man. Go fuck. I'll leave all this shit in the link in the description as well. But yeah, dude, Garrett makes some peak edits. Thank you so much for you guys for joining me. I know we gotta come back soon maybe we'll do it next week for the FNAF 2 review because I definitely got thoughts and opinions about that movie. I want to talk
That'd be
about.
a short one, but it'd be fun.
Thank you so much for you guys listening, and we'll see you guys soon. Make sure you guys follow everything. Peace.
See you guys next year.
Bye.
Bye bye.